Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello dear students and welcome to CET JEE classes of complex numbers. Now we are solving a few questions from the concept of quadratic equations. A simple basic question: solve x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the formula to find what's the formula to find the solutions or the roots or the values of x? So x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So that's the formula you must use, and if at all you get a negative quantity here, you must express that in terms of iota complex. Okay, now what is minus b? So minus b is minus 1 here, and b square is 1 square minus 4 into 1 correct. So that is 1 it's 4 itself divided by 2 into 1. So that's the simplest expression. So now what are you getting? So you will get a minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 4, that is minus 3 divided by 2. So hence it is minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. You know how to express this negative quantity inside the root in terms of I, correct? Okay, so that's it. So that tells us option C is the right choice. Therefore option C is the answer for the first question of quadratic equations. Let's quickly jump to second problem. Are you guys ready? Yes. So for these questions I need to give you a little background here. Okay. Understand, you have a quadratic equation, and what is the sum of the roots? Sum of the roots you can write alpha plus beta, okay, and that's equal to minus b by a, right? And the product of roots and that is alpha into beta, that is c by a. So these are the two formulas that you have to remember for questions based on quadratic equations. And if alpha and beta are the roots, then what is the quadratic equation? Then the quadratic equation is it is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So this formula also you must remember. If the roots are given, you can write the quadratic equation. If the quadratic equation is given, we can find its roots, okay, using sum of the roots and product of the roots formulas. So let's go for the first question. Look at the first question. You don't have ax square, you just have x square, and ax plus b is equal to 0. Then what will be, see what we have now is x square plus ax plus b is equal to 0. This is what you have. Therefore what will be sum of the roots? Say sum of the roots will be minus b by a. So what is minus b by a? Minus a by 1. So this will be minus a by 1. And what will be c by a? In place of c, what do you have? B. In place of a, you have 1. Therefore c by a will be b by 1. B by 1. So this is b by 1. I hope you understood this. right? Now what you need to find? The values of A and B. Okay, so alpha plus beta is minus A and alpha beta is B. So these are the two things I have now. Next, since 1 minus I is a root, always remember these complex roots occur in pairs. Okay, complex roots occur in pairs. So pairs of what? A complex and its conjugate. Okay, a complex number and its conjugate will be the pair of roots. Okay, so always it happens, if one root is a complex, the other will be the conjugate of that complex, and that also will be a root of the given quadratic equation. Therefore, what is the conjugate? 1 plus I. So 1 plus I is also a root of the quadratic equation. Okay, therefore alpha is equal to 1 minus I and beta is 1 plus I. So now we have to combine these two things and then find A and B. We have to find the values of A and B. That's what we have to find the ordered pair A comma B. Well, so let's solve these things. Alright, so how do you proceed? You know alpha, you know beta. So with this, alpha plus beta is equal to minus A. I can substitute alpha 1 minus I plus beta 1 plus I, and that's equal to minus A. So here I cancel I and 2 is equal to minus A, therefore A is equal to minus 2. So I got the value of A. Correct? Next, what is alpha beta? So alpha beta is equal to P. Alpha is 1 minus I into 1 plus I, and that is B. Well, so I just have to multiply A plus B into A minus B, therefore A square minus B square. So that is like 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? Therefore A comma B is minus 2 comma 2. So minus 2 comma 2 is option B, and that's your answer for second question. Well, so let's move to the third question. Well, let's move to the third question. See, these questions are very simple, basic application of the formulas. Alright, so you just have to know the way of doing it and then solve it. There's no much difficulty in solutions, so it's very easy thing to do. Okay, and it doesn't take much time once you practice it very well. Well, now third question, if alpha I is one root of the equation, then the other root is. Okay, so quadratic equation is given to us, so let's start with that. Now this is like ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? Now what is the sum of the roots? Okay, so let alpha and beta be two roots. What you have to find is beta, and beta is equal to what? Okay, so is it equal to A, B or C or D options? Okay, so what is sum of the roots? Sum of the roots is minus B by A, hence that is what is minus B? Minus 2 by 4. Minus 2 by 4 is minus 1 by 2. And then what is product of the roots? Product of the roots is C by A, right? So C by A, hence C is minus 1 and A is 4. So minus 1 by 4. So now you have minus half and minus 1 by 4. You have to find alpha and beta. Okay, we have a easy way for that. You can substitute alpha here and then proceed one way. or there is an easier way. I'll tell you how. See, alpha minus beta whole square, what is it? It is alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta, is it not? Now what I'll do is I'll add 2 alpha beta and subtract 2 alpha beta. Okay, so these two things I am doing extra. Okay, whenever you add something you have to subtract, then only there is no difference between the original thing and the resultant thing. Well, now look at this. Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta is alpha plus beta the whole square. Then what about this minus 2 alpha beta and minus 2 alpha beta? Minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta is totally minus 4 alpha beta. So this is a formula, remember this. Okay, so please remember this, that's the formula. Okay, so that's this is the way we get it. Okay, so remember this, or remember the way how to get it, even that is fine. Well, now what I am trying to do here is getting alpha minus beta, then alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. Getting alpha and beta will be easier for us. Okay, so this is alpha minus beta square. What you know is alpha plus beta, that is minus half of the whole square and minus 4, and then alpha beta is minus 1 by 4. Well, so that's so much easier for us to simplify. Minus and square will be plus, and 4 because 2 square, and here 4 cancel, minus into minus is plus 1. So what is it? 1 plus 1 by 4, 3 by 4 if you take no, I'm sorry, 5 by 4. So 4 plus 1, correct. So that is 5 by 4, and it is alpha minus beta the whole square. Therefore, what is alpha minus beta? So alpha minus beta is square root of 5 by 4. I have square, so I need to get rid of the square, so I should take square root on the other side, correct? So that is square root of 5 by 4, so square root of 5, and root 4 is 2, that's what is alpha minus beta. Now look at this, we have these two equations. Okay, so one equation is alpha minus beta, that's equal to root 5 by 2, and then alpha plus beta, that is minus 1 by 2. So we are left with only these two things and continue with them. Okay, so continue with them. Now see, how do I get alpha? I just have to add them. How do I get beta? I have to subtract them. Okay, so if I add, what do I get? 2 alpha minus beta and plus beta cancel when adding, correct? And I should add, so root 5 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So that is like root 5 minus 1 whole divided by 2, and that is 2 alpha. Therefore alpha is 2 must be divided, don't cancel. Okay, so that is root 5 minus 1 divided by 4, that's your alpha. Now same equations if you subtract, or you can substitute this here and then continue, that way is also fine to get beta. Okay, so whichever way you like. So what I'll do here is I'll work with these two equations and I'll subtract. So subtracting, what I get, this will change the signs, correct? This becomes plus. All right, now alpha minus alpha cancel, minus beta minus 2 beta, and this is plus and that's also plus. So root 5 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. So minus 2 beta is equal to root 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So minus beta is equal to root 5 plus 1 divided by 4. I'm sorry, plus. Right. Now what is beta finally? Therefore beta is, take negative sign here. So minus of root 5 plus 1 divided by 4. That means minus root 5 minus 1. Well, so much for getting roots. Alpha and beta we have got. Now what we need to achieve, we have to express this beta in terms of alpha in any one of these. So I'll just go for first option and check whether this is equal to beta or not. Okay, so then alpha and 4 alpha cube plus 3 alpha will be 2 roots. That means alpha and beta will be 2 roots. That means this is equal to beta, correct? Okay, so I have to see whether this gives me beta. So let's go for it. So that is 4 alpha cube plus 3 alpha. Well, now what do I need to do? Substitute alpha. So 4 and then root 5 minus 1 divided by 4 the whole cube plus 3 into root 5 minus 1 divided by 4. Okay, so what I can do, see, this is the same quantity, so I can take that common. Okay, so otherwise you could write this as if I take alpha common, 4 alpha square plus 3. So multiplication will be easy, you don't have to use the a minus b whole cube formula. Okay, so this is root 5 minus 1 divided by 4 and then 4 into root 5 minus 1 divided by 4 the whole square plus 3. Well, yes, so this is only option A. If that doesn't give me the answer, then I should go for B, C or D. See, just work with one, you will understand what changes you must make. Okay, so just make few changes, you get beta. We are trying to get beta here. Let's see if we get. So this is root 5 minus 1 divided by 4 into, here what happens is, this is 4 and here 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5 divided by 4 square 16 and then plus 3, right? So this is root 5 minus 1 into that is 4. If you take LCM, that will be 12, correct? So 6 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5 and plus 12 divided by 4. I have taken LCM 4. That means 4 must be multiplied there. Yes. So now what we can do is 6 plus 12 is 18. Yes, I'll write it here. So this is 18 and minus 2 root 5 divided by 4. What I can do is I can write this as 9 minus root 5 divided by 4. So 2 ones are 2 twos are. Now this is so much easier. So root 5 minus 1 and 9 minus root 5 divided by 2 fours are 8. Yes. So let's multiply it. We are very close. Now 9 root 5, yes, and then minus 5 minus 9 and plus root 5 divided by 8. So 9 and plus 1, 10 root 5 minus 14 divided by 8. Yeah, so that is like if you take 2 common, so what you get here is 5 root 5 and minus 7 divided by 4. So is it equal? No, it's not. So first option doesn't give us the answer. Then you must go for the next option. So if you go for the next option, you have 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha, right? So this is with the 4 alpha cube plus 3 alpha. Now this is minus 3 alpha. So if you take alpha common, that is 4 alpha square minus 3. So that is root 5 minus 1 divided by 4. Yeah, and then this is 4 and alpha square and minus 3. So that will become like okay, so understand, I'll continue from here. Okay, I need that beta to verify whether I have got the answer or not. So this is root 5 minus 1 divided by 4, right, into 4 and alpha square root 5 minus 1 divided by 4 the whole square minus 3. Well, so this is now we'll skip some of the steps and then directly write. This is a 4 and this is 16. So what remains is 4 in the denominator, correct? So this is 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5 and then minus 12 divided by 4 after taking LCM. Okay, so now root 5 minus 1 divided by 4. So 6 minus 12 is minus 6, yes, and this is minus 2 root 5. If you take 2 common, this will be minus 3 and minus root 5 divided by 4. So 2 ones are 2s are correct. Now let me multiply this. Minus 3 root 5 and minus 5 and then plus 4, yes, and then plus root 5 divided by 2 4s are 8. So that's like minus 1, yes, and minus 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 5 minus 1 divided by so that is divided by 8 and there you go, you get that option. Okay, therefore option B is the right choice for us. Well, let's continue with the fourth question here. Look at the fourth question. The number of real roots. So look at this, you have x plus 1 by x common. We'll take that common first. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking it common. So what remains out of this is square of it, correct? So square of that quantity will remain because totally it was whole cube. So I have taken it once. Now what remains out of this? Just 1, and that's equal to 0. Look at this, we have got two factors. So either the first factor is 0 or the second factor is 0. So we have to find how many values of x exist, number of real roots, real values of x, okay, not the imaginary. Okay, so either this is 0 or plus 1 is equal to 0. So either of these must be 0 to make this product 0, right? So this is x square plus 1 divided by x is equal to 0. That means x square plus 1 is equal to 0 if you take this here, right? Okay, obviously that means x square is minus 1. That means x is plus or minus square root of minus 1, which is plus or minus I. So is it real? No, it's not. This is not real. So we have not yet got even one real root. Let's see if we get real roots here. This is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x plus 1 is equal to 0, a plus b whole square, right? So this is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 plus 1 because x cancels. Okay, so that is plus 3. Now if you write this, okay, in the standard form of a quadratic equation, so take LCM x square, this becomes x to the power 4, and if you multiply here 3x square and plus 1 and whole divided by x square, that's equal to 0. Now finally bring this x square also to the other side. See, we have not got any real values. Okay, so keep this in mind. Next, take this to the other side. So that means we are left with a equation with the degree 4. That means we should be expecting 4 roots out of this, correct? Let's see. Now I can express this as x square the whole square. So if I write x square is equal to y, then this quadratic equation becomes y square 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. So that is a quadratic equation. Now you can use your formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So what formula is that? So that is, yes, y is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4 into 1 into 1 divided by 2. Now that is minus 3 plus or minus root 5 divided by 2. You may think that this is real. Yes, of course, this is real. But that is y. We don't need y, we need the value of x, correct? So this is x square. And is it okay? So what about x? That is square root of plus or minus. Okay, so there are two things, minus 3 plus or minus root 5 divided by 2. So first you take plus here and plus here, one root. Secondly you take plus and minus, second root. You take minus and plus, third root. Minus and minus, 4 roots. There are totally 4 roots. But are these real? That's the question. How many real roots are there? Alright. So now tell me, is it positive or negative? Root 5. Root 4 is 2. Root 5 is 2 point something, correct? Alright. So minus 3 plus 2 point something will be negative. Minus 3 minus 2 point something will also be negative. So totally, in any case, whether plus or minus, this whole quantity will be negative. Now you are having that same quantity within the root. So if you have something within the root and that's negative, okay, so if you have any negative quantity within the root, are you getting a real value there? You are not getting a real value. Square root of negative is imaginary, correct? And square root of that positive quantity. You understand? So we will not get any real root here. All the roots are going to be, all the 4 roots are going to be imaginary here. So there are no roots that are real. So number of roots is 0 here. So that's it for 4th question. Option A is the right choice. So let's move to the 5th question.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.